The idea that your morning beverage, whether dairy or plant-based, might one day serve as the building blocks for healing tissue isn't just the stuff of future wellness marketing. Researchers are now actively studying how extracellular vesicles, EVs, the tiny bioactive packets secreted by cells, can be harvested from various milk sources and used in regenerative medicine. These vesicles, whether from cow's milk, soy milk, almond milk, or oat milk, all carry molecular messages, but the nature of those messages, and how will they translate to healing injured tissues, varies more than you might expect. The dairy versus plant debate is officially entering the realm of nanomedicine. Starting with milk-derived EVs, especially those from bovine milk, these vesicles come packed with a highly conserved set of signaling molecules, miRNAs, growth factors, and immunomodulatory proteins tailored by millions of years of mammalian evolution to support rapid cellular growth, immune tolerance, and barrier development. It's not surprising, then, that when incorporated into tissue scaffolds or hydrogels, dairy EVs promote epithelial regeneration, angiogenesis, and collagen deposition with remarkable consistency. In various in vitro and in vivo models, they've been shown to accelerate wound closure, enhance stem cell migration, and reduce local inflammation, like nature's version of a biological first aid kit wrapped in a nanoscale delivery vehicle. Plant-based EVs, by contrast, offer a different flavor of bioactivity. While they don't carry mammalian growth factors or immunoregulatory cytokines, they do contain a diverse set of plant-derived miRNAs, lipids, and antioxidant enzymes. Soy milk-derived EVs, for example, have been observed to carry isoflavone metabolites and miRNAs that influence oxidative stress and metabolic pathways. Almond and oat milk vesicles also show strong antioxidant activity and potential anti-inflammatory effects, likely due to their polyphenolic content and high unsaturated lipid profiles. When used in tissue engineering, especially in hydrogels, these vesicles may not directly stimulate fibroblast proliferation as robustly as dairy EVs, but they appear to modulate oxidative damage and scaffold integration in a gentler, perhaps longer-term way. The immune response is where the dairy versus plant distinction really gets interesting. Bovine milk EVs, while effective, sometimes elicit mild immunogenic responses in certain contexts, especially in individuals with dairy sensitivities or in non-mammalian model systems. On the flip side, plant-based EVs are generally seen as more biocompatible across a broader range of recipients. They tend to fly under the immune radar, making them potentially safer for applications in chronic wounds, allergic conditions, or immunocompromised settings. Some researchers are even exploring oat and soy vesicles as low immunogenic carriers for oral vaccines or anti-inflammatory drugs, due to their stability and high tolerability. Structurally, milk-derived EVs tend to integrate more rapidly into collagen-based hydrogels or hybrid tissue scaffolds due to their surface proteins and lipid composition, which more closely mimic native mammalian tissues. They seem to click into the extracellular matrix like puzzle pieces that were made to fit. In contrast, plant-based vesicles are less adhesive and may require chemical modification or combination with synthetic polymers to achieve similar structural retention. However, their high oxidative resilience and metabolic versatility mean they can persist longer in harsh microenvironments, such as ischemic or inflamed tissues. Ultimately, this isn't a story of one being universally superior. Milk-derived EVs bring speed, cellular stimulation, and biochemical familiarity. Plant-based EVs offer immunological neutrality, antioxidant protection, and excellent shelf stability. One is like a paramedic who sprints in and gets things stabilized quickly. The other is more like a quiet herbalist who sticks around and ensures long-term balance. Depending on the tissue type, wound profile, and patient background, both can have a role to play in next-generation healing materials. So, the next time you stand in the dairy aisle debating oat versus cow's milk, consider this. The answer may one day depend less on your lactose tolerance and more on whether you need to regenerate a blood vessel, repair your gut lining, or help a burn wound heal. Milk, it turns out, is no longer just for breakfast. It's becoming raw material for biomedical innovation, regardless of whether it comes from a cow or a carton of nuts.